welcome back to my channel and to Scrap Stash and Mayhem. And as you can see, I got lots of stuff out here today. So I was watching the I'm not even sure what it's called. It's a summit of some sort. It's a crafting, help you get organized thing. If I can do it, I will leave the link in the description of this video because it's really quite good and it doesn't cost you anything. And it motivated me. And so I was busy yesterday. I didn't craft, I cleaned and I sorted and I threw up and I just had fun. So anyways, I had discovered that I had started that once before. And in this bag, this is what I had together in this bag. So to me that said, Sophie, this is what you're supposed to use. This is what you thought you would use in this little booklet. So I thought what we would do is play with this. Now this is something that I did quite a while ago with my scraps that I had cut and used. And that's just cut pieces that I didn't use from the project that are the page that I had used. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's my leftovers. I trimmed them up and put them this size. And this here is a book inside cover, I'm guessing. Back page, I don't know. But anyways, for some reason I decided to sew that. So how cool is that? I don't know why. Anyways, I don't even know what this is from. But I know at the time I thought, well, this would make a really cool cover but I don't know what it was that it came from. Anyways. So I had started on it, and I see I used some things from Wild Rose Bohemian. I had started, and I made a little thing there, which we'll do more. And another one, another little envelope there. And this one here I left as a little tuck spot. And this again is stuff from Wild Rose Bohemian. And then I have all these other pages. And I have all of this stuff to play with. So let's play. Let's play with our scraps and some of our stash. And let's have some fun. So I have two envelopes here because I'm going to do two different things with them. And I have this, like this little piece that I did here. I want to do that with this. Get rid of this and just use it up. Use it up. And then this here, we had some instructions for something. Look at, why wouldn't you keep that? Look how cool that is going to look. And this guy here is in my video on yesterday. I did this waterfall. This is with my scraps. That's why I decided to use it in here. And I thought it could just go in here somewhere. Let's see, where I want it on a dark page. There we go. Maybe just like that. And so I did this yesterday. Well, this was my template. The one that I did yesterday was actually this one here. And I'm not going to use this one today. I'm going to use this one because this is all my scraps. And this here was made with book pages that I had, a cookbook. I was trimming off to make it the size that I wanted to convert it into a little journal or notebook or something. And so I had these strips of paper that I had trimmed off. So I folded them in half. And so that's what that is. So another use for book pages, I guess. And so with this here, now we just take and we glue just this piece here. And the video that the how-to video is Friday Makes, and it is week 4 for April. It took me a little while to figure it out, but I finally got it. So this here, you just, and I'm doing it this way because, well, I don't have room to do it the other way. And we'll just let that dry a little bit, but when you do that, it should there you go. I should let the glue dry. So let the glue dry. There you go. Let that glue dry. Okay, so then I thought, we have done so many videos where we have made different things, and I thought, well, maybe it's time to use some of those things that we made. And so I've pulled all these things out, and let's see, let's have a look at what's on this one. That one's already got. I need another dark page. Let's see, what do we got? Here we go. Oh, I like that one. Does that one look good? No. Will this one look good? No. But this one here will look good. Yes, okay. So these are those little envelopes that I did. This was some of the ones that I was trying with different papers that I had. This is just a little booklet pad that I had. And they're the ones where you make it that you slip something inside and pull it. So we're going to do that. And I'll tell you, I have things organized. I had purchased some containers prior to watching that summit. That's only going on this weekend, by the way. I'm just going to take a little dab of glue right in here. There we go. Okay. And while we're here, let's do that same thing to this one, because I know the same thing's got to be done. Anyways, that summit is just this weekend. Anyways, I had purchased ahead of time a bunch of these little containers. And I started organizing. Now, what I have left to do is I have to label them. But I'll tell you, for a very inexpensive amount, those were pretty good. And then I can't show you because I would have to move my phone. And well, then you go on a little ride and you get dizzy. But I have, how can I show you? Because it's kind of, I thought it was kind of genius, to be honest. Oh, let's get these in place first. And then I'll try to show you. Okay. I should have inked that. Kind of just blends right in, doesn't it? Alright, let me get this too. Like I said, these are some papers that I have had on hand for so long. Crazy. But it feels good to actually start using these things and actually give them a purpose and get them out of my stash and into something usable. This here, I just gonna make sure that I am kind of sort of where I want to be, and straight would be a good thing. Okay. And then, if you remember these little things that we made, strips of paper that we, my scraps cut off that we did and put them into, made little fancy things out of them. So I'm just going to, oh, I see what I should have done. I didn't do. Let's glue the bottom so that it doesn't come all the way out. Don't want it to slide out. We just want to, I'm just going to put a little dab of glue right there. A little dab of glue right there. A little dab of Julia. There we go. Too much of a dab. Should let that glue dry before you're putting it in there. So, but keep that away. We'll just keep that away for now. Where'd the other one go? There we go. Keep that away from the bottom until that glue dries. So what I was telling you about, my genius organization that I discovered, or that I did, was I took two of my pretty baskets and I put them together with zip ties, and then I put my containers that I purchased that have to be labeled and filled, obviously, and then that just sits up like this and takes up so little room, and everything is all nicely organized. And I have it that sits right here, so it's handy dandy for me to just get my fingers on my stuff. And that's what it all comes down to, is it being accessible, easily accessible. For me, that's what it comes down to. Okay, so then we have, what else did we do? Well, look at this little corner tuck thing that we did. Let's see, where would that fit nicely? I think that would fit nicely right here. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Oop. Okay. So this can, look how quickly that just decorates a page. So this one here, I am going to just put a little bit of glue, I think, just on the inside there, as close as I can get it, because then I can still use this as a tuck. That's important to me. So I'm just running it along the edges here, and then it will, and all I did, if you can see, I just put it on the edge there, and that should give me enough to adhere. There we go. Now I got a tuck spot on each side. And nothing to tuck in there, but we will. Okay, and then our paper clips, I thought, let's put one here. Let's see, what's on this side? Too busy. Just right. There we go. Because technically this book is made to go this way. So some things, you know, like that there, we have it that we have to access it that way. Oh, see what happens? It's upside down. Well, it's not upside down. Yes, it is. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. We'll make that one right. And then our little pull thing. So that just kind of goes right in there. All right, let's see. What else we got left here? We have these little, remember these? I'm going to put something in there. Let's see. I am going to, like that too. I want to put, I want everything. Okay, so this here, we should remember that it should go this way for the times that we're looking at it this way. I am going to just make this a little, we're going to hold, oh, I wonder if that will work. Well, we're going to make it a little tuck spot, or a little pocket. That's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to, if my glue will cooperate. And I'm just going to put that like so. like so. And I could put this here in there. I'll let that glue dry. Okay, so let's go on to, while our glue is drying, I'm going to do this, and we're going to put this away for now. Put these, remember this one? We're going to use that, and we're going to use the photos that we did. But for now, I have these two envelopes, and I want to make one a tag and one a pocket. And so I am just going to make this as even as I can. And I think we'll cut all this off, because we just want that to be like that. And I think that's a perfect size. So we have a pocket. And we'll not get rid of that too far. And let's make a tag for, where'd you go? Where did I put you? Where did you go? I want to make sure I get the right size. There you are. There you are. Okay, so I want to make a tag for this. So we're going to just do it right about here, I think. Just do right about here. Oh, I hear the town is out there clearing our streets. We got a whole bunch of snow. Oh boy, did we get snow. I'm just going to do that. And that's going to be a little too wide, but I don't want, there we go. I'm going to trim it on this side. Let's make sure this is going to go in here. Yes, it will. I'm just making sure I've got the room in there. Don't want to decorate it all up and then go, oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, so let's use some of our scraps here. Let's see, what did I put in here? Let's see, what did I put in here? I haven't even looked. Oh, I got lots of goodies in here. So we can put this on the back. Okay, and we're just going to, oh, no, I thought to put my scissors out. Already used them. What am I thinking of? Okay. We're just going to ink this. And I'm going to ink around here because I am not certain how exactly we're going to decorate it up yet. And I'm just going to make sure that however I decide to do it, there's no white showing. And we won't have any print showing. That I can guarantee. Okay, so let's get my ink put away here. I don't like white on my stuff. I don't know. Call me crazy. It has its place. It does. It really does. Has its place. Okay. So that's that. And then let's see. We want to put something in here. And I just happen to have some flowers in my handy dandy new system. Let's see if my I could handle that, and I like the green background on there. Okay, so I have not used these. Let's see how easy they are to see how easy they are to peel off. There's some are really, really bad, and I can, oh, they're not too bad at all. And I'm just going to put that right about, sure, there. Okay, so let's take some of this. What did I do with that piece? I'm going to find it later and go, oh, and it's going to be so hard to pick up, whatever. Okay, so let's see. I have this paper here. How pretty. We just take a little bit here. Yep. Helps us get rid of that print that we don't want on there. Okay, and we don't want to put too much of that on there. Let's try this piece here. Just this edge a little bit. Let's tear this edge. Let's tear this edge. And let's just do this. Let's just do that. There we go. Ink it. Just take and glue that on in there. Go. And maybe we'll just do this here. We'll glue this instead. Don't want to put a glue where I don't want it to be. And so we have another piece here. Let's do this little chunky chunk. I know I got quiet. I know. I'm concentrating. I tell you, I'm concentrating. It's Crafty Chat today. hopefully the girls will be able to come out. A lot of our girls live in the rural area or in the acreages, so it's a little trickier for them to get out when it snows so heavy like this. This whole winter stuff needs to leave us so we can get on with the spring and planting our gardens. Okay, so I am going to take and glue this right down now. And then we're going to put this in the garbage. Keep that because, wow, that's scrap that can be used. So today for my craft and chat, I'm going to take all my scrap, well, not all of my scraps. I'm going to take some of my scraps and I am going to try cleaning them up. Okay, let's see. What have we got here to go along this? No, she's too big. No, I need a smaller one. And what are you doing here? I think you're perfect. Are you perfect? Not quite, but you'll do. Just one more glance through. One more. No. What was she like her? Almost covering up my flare. I'm going to put her like that. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do her like that. Just like so. Okay. And then we have, I do have these guys. So if we just do, add some brightness to the page, right? Some brightness. Dragonfly in there. Okay. I'm kind of liking that, having that organization thing. I really do. Okay. So I'm going to put her kind of off of the page a little bit. And maybe up like that. I need to go like so. She's going to lose an arm. And I'm okay with that. I hope she is too. Okay. And then we're just going to take and put that right like so. Now I'm in natural light here, so that's why you're not seeing that flower too much, but I am. Let's just put that like so. We can cut a little bit of the edge of the flowers off too. I don't mind that at all. We're just going to put you right like so. Okay, get this like this. And once this glue dries, it will be nice and solid. Okay, and then I should, oops, there we go, find my little card and decide on my corners. And I think we're going to do this side here. This is a handy thing to do too. Just don't cut your finger. Just don't cut your finger. Just in case I want to make another tag. Let's see, how does that look so far? I'm going to trim that top off there just a smidge. There we go. Okay, so now let's turn this into a pocket. And let's do, oh, we're going to turn some pages there, I think. Let's do that. And we're going to glue up this side because I don't want it as a, I don't want it to be a, oh, oops. I'm not keen on the whole block there, so let's do something with that first, shall we? Before we do anything else. All right. So, if you are able today, remember that Nathalie over at Line.Arrow is having her bingo game. If you've gotten your cards in, if you head on over to her Facebook page, you can find all the instructions and whatnot. If you haven't already, it might be, you might still be able to enter if you like, if you haven't already. Okay, so now I am going to, what do we want to put on here? We want to make, I want to make it colorful. See if I can get something colorful. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay, so let's ink here just in case some of our pieces don't cover completely. Let's ink that, and that way it won't matter if it doesn't. There we go. Okay. In this envelope, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it all in this color here from this page. Don't know what part I'm going to use, so I'll just ink it all. Okay. There we go. And let's just keep on tearing. Did I have more from here? No? No? No name? Okay. This way. Don't we? Don't we? I just had a song pop in my head. I'm not going to repeat it because I want it to leave. I want it to exit my head. Do you ever get that? A random song for no reason. Just something that you've said maybe that has triggered a memory of a song. And, well, let's put you right here. There we go. So, I'm not going to bore you with me fully decorating this. I'm going to take this to Craft and Chat with me, and I will finish it up and maybe do a flip through of what it looks like. This has been a project a long time in the making. One of my other greedy ideas to try to use up my scraps. Okay. Back there. Now we can close up this pocket here. Oops. What you could also do is you could use your alcohol inks in here, like so. Everything's handy, I'm telling you. This organization thing is really cool. And I'm just going to this stuff comes out so fast. Just to get a little, whatever, a little. Okay, I am going to round my corners, and I think I'm going to do it with the larger one. There we go. Get rid of some white here. I think I like it better on that page. I believe I do. So I'm going to end it pretty much here. And I am going to, like I said, I'm going to finish this up. I will finish it and I will do a little flip through on it. I'm going to let that dry. Where did our little ladies go that I was letting them dry too? Oh, there they are. There they are. Oh, looks like that might be as far as they go in. Oh, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So there we have it. Lots to do on it yet, but that is utilizing some scraps and having some fun. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have yourselves an awesome weekend, and we'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.